Hi there, Sir Wilbur here, and I will share something valuable to make sure that you will be Internet awesome. Have you ever posted something in your social media account and later have regrets in posting it? Of course, you can delete it, but it is also possible that someone might have read it before you removed it. Do you share memes or funny videos for fun? Have you considered that someone might get offended? The convenience of using the internet has become part of our daily lives, which helps us communicate, share photos and videos, and post something about ourselves easily. But in the online world, we need to be extra careful. We need to have the ability to control what information we will share about ourselves and whom we will allow to see and reshare it. And that refers to online privacy. Your name, home address, phone and mobile number, social security number, and email address are your personal information. It's a good idea to make a rule for yourself not to share this kind of information online. Aside from keeping your personal information, we must also take care of our reputation because these are the ideas, opinions, impressions, or beliefs that other people think or have about you. We must also consider what others will feel based on our posts. Different situations call for different responses, online and offline. It's always important to respect other people's privacy choices, even if they aren't the choice you'd make yourself. Also, be careful with the simple codes that you send, like emojis, because it represents a certain meaning or message which may uplift the reader's emotion or the other way around. Have you heard of the word oversharing? It refers to sharing personal information or just too much about yourself in a certain situation or conversation online. What's the risk? You might become so familiar in doing it that you are unaware that you are already sharing information about your private life. This is harmful not just for you, but also to your loved ones. The internet can be a safe or a dangerous place for us. It will really depend on how we will utilize it. Take time to think and read your post a couple of times before you share it in the World Wide Web. And remember, it's better if you will always think before you click. But it's best if you will share with care.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
All right. So good morning to each and everyone, especially sa mga viewers natin ngayon na sumusubaybay sa ating Pinoy Cybertalks. And syempre, before starting my session today, so ako muna ang makakasama nyo today because may importanteng lakad si Tutor RC. So, sa lahat ng mga nandito ngayon sa ating stream, good morning Ma'am Mary Jean Baroga, Ma'am Rosalina Resurrection, and Sir Elmer Dalida. Ayan. So, watching from Batan Division of Aklan. So, good morning po sa inyong lahat. Ayan. So, yung topic natin for today, makaka-relate po talaga ang karamihan, especially our teenagers kasi nga po makakatulong ito lalo na at ngayon nga ganito yung sitwasyon natin, and it's one way for them to be aware na pwede pala nila itong gawin sa mga sitwasyong ganito. And kahit hindi naman po ganito yung sitwasyon, pwede po nilang gawin itong topic natin today. Alright, so hindi na ako magpapaligoy-ligoy pa, simulan na po natin ang session natin this morning. So good morning again. Ayan, hello po Ma'am Mary Jean Baroga watching from Ramon Central School, District Division of Isabela Region 2. Hello po. Ayan, good morning po. May mga kasamahan din po pala ako dito na from Region 2. Okay, so ako po si Tutor Glens, ang makakasama niyo po this morning, at si Tutor RC na lagi nating kasama din every Wednesday at 11 to 12 in the morning para sa Pinoy Cybertalks, Cybersafety and Security topics natin. Alright, so ang topic natin this week 6 is all about teenpreneurship. So ano nga ba yung tinatawag nating teenpreneurship? So kung titignan natin yung term kasi, entrepreneurship yung pwede natin makuha dito sa word na to. And kapag i-add natin yung teen, ayan, so mostly teenagers, kaya teenpreneurship. Okay? So yan po yung topic natin this morning, ngayong quarter 1 week 6. So tignan nyo naman po, nasa week 6 na po tayo. At maraming salamat po sa lahat ng sumusubaybay sa session natin dito na pwede pong makatulong sa day-to-day transaction ninyo. Especially, most of us are online. And yun nga, minamaximize natin kung paano gamitin ng mabuti yung mga technologies natin nowadays. Okay. So, as technology continues kasi to spread throughout modern day classroom, so educators have taken interest in digital citizenship as a safety net for students to avoid the dangers and pitfalls of irresponsible internet use. So however, may mga recent shifts tayo in the perspective of digital citizenship that points out that students should be empowered to interact online so they can be more proactive, not just protective. So one particular online engagement that can potentially empower students is yung tinatawag nating e-commerce. So the following lesson, yung lesson natin dito ngayon, wherein yun, pag-uusapan natin kung ano ba yung balanced perspective of the different opportunities as well as the risks of e-commerce, while you are going to reflect on the different roles in designing your future online business ventures that have social impact to. Kasi, di ba, madami tayong business, but meron kasi yung mga business na gusto yumaman lang. Pero ang pinakamagandang business kasi kung gagawin natin yan ngayon, yung may social impact din. Okay? So, yun po yung topic natin this morning. It's all about teenpreneurship. And bakit teen? Kasi it's better to start them young, sabi nga ng karamihan. Okay? So, to acknowledge, syempre, yung materials na gamit natin this morning. So, I would like to thank si Mayo Inotech, Mobile Technology for Teachers, MT40 e-Citizenship Learning Packets para po sa material na to, which is under Creative Commons naman. Okay? So, thank you so much po. Malaking tulong po ito sa mga sessions po namin dito. Ayan. So, if you have feedbacks about our sessions, ayan. And so, kung may mga gusto po kayong pag-usapan dito sa um, program natin on Pinoy Cybertalks, you may go to this link sa https tinyurl.com and ETUlay feedback form. Okay? Or you can just scan this code para po makapunta po kayo dito. And alam ko po, your feedback matters. Okay? So, ang mga learning competencies po natin, ayan, i-explain po natin yung concept ng e-commerce and so with yung tinatawag nating digital citizenship. What else? You are going to describe, so i-describe natin yung mga opportunities of digital entrepreneurship for children and young adults. And then we're going to identify the most common internet frauds and scams. Kasi alam ko makaka-relate kayo dito kasi syempre lahat naman po tayo, ayan, ginagawa natin mag-online shopping, meron yung pagkakataon tayo yung nagbebenta, meron din yung pagkakataon na tayong bumibili, and may pagkakataon din na nai-scam din po tayo 'pag hindi natin alam kung paano i-distinguish whether the seller are scams, the items are scams, and the rest. And then you're going to distinguish the differences between sales fraud, yung phishing, and so with yung tinatawag nating identity theft. Okay? And then identify the digital security and safety measures that needed to avoid internet scams such as sales fraud, phishing, and identity theft. And then at the end of the session, yan, magde-design tayo ng possible teenpreneur venture based on the personal potential and community capability po ninyo. Okay, so yan po yung ating learning competencies this morning. All right. So, teenpreneurship. So, in this learning session, we'll see how technology empowers you to engage in business and commerce even while in your teens. Okay. So, habang teenager tayo, habang bata tayo, or young adults tayo, may meron na rin tayong mga opportunities like this na pwede po tayong gumawa ng mga business ventures natin. But, still may mga kailangan tayong alamin at yun nga, may mga factors tayong dapat malaman in starting our own ventures. Okay. So ano nga ba yung tinatawag nating teenpreneur? 'Di ba? Ano ba yung tinatawag nating teenpreneur dito? Okay, so teenpreneur is simply a teenage entrepreneur. Okay? So a teenager who owns or runs a business or businesses. Okay? So hindi naman po malayong concept ito ngayon kasi marami naman na pong mga teenagers na nag-start na rin ng kanilang business ventures. Especially kung ang parents nila nasa business din. So most likely, pati yung mga anak nila ganun din ang gagawin po nila. Okay? So, bakit nga ba tayo mag-i-start? Diba? Why teenpreneurship? Bakit nga ba kailangan ito sa panahon ngayon? Bakit kasama to sa curriculum or topic ngayon? Kasi, di ba, sa panahon ngayon, most of the time, online po tayo. And if we would like to maximize yung advantage ng sitwasyon ngayon, so pwede natin gawin yon at your early age. So starting a business in your teens can help you test the waters early and decide if entrepreneurship is really for you. Okay? Kaya minsan, start them young, sabi nga nila. So, there are 10 important challenges teenpreneurs may face. So, meron tayong tinatawag kasi na e-commerce at meron din tayong tinatawag na digital teenpreneurship or digital entrepreneurship. So, yung e-commerce kasi or yung tinatawag nating electronic commerce is often defined as yung conduct of business activities online which includes yung buying, yung selling certain products and services in exchange of currency or another product and services. Okay. So yung recently kasi the concept of e-commerce has been refined to mean digital entrepreneurship, which is the ability to use digital media and technologies to solve global challenges to create new opportunities. And yung mga opportunities na to kasi for engaging in e-commerce mainly revolves around the improvement of one's digital citizenship. So in a very proactive way, in the sense that it makes possible for young people to make use of digital tools safely, so responsibly and effectively in the creation and innovation of products and services for oneself and others. So kung naririnig nyo rin po yung topic na startups, ayan, most likely mga teenagers ang nag-start diyan or young adults yung mga nag-start dito. Okay? So ito yung mga ventures na pwede nilang simulan, and then they can just pitch their ideas para po makakuha ng funding. So more technically, e-commerce has opened a rich and vast room for the imagination and digital creativity among children and the youth. So this space can now enable young people to make use of available digital tools, like for example yung Facebook natin and other social media platforms wherein they can just use them to sell their ideas, to market their ideas, to sell their products. Yan. Into an actual business ventures minus the huge cost. Kasi alam naman po natin, di ba, kapag nag-isip tayo, gusto ko mag-business. Okay? So, marami tayong isipin. Saan ako kukuha ng pera? May pesto ba ako? Yun yung may iniisip natin before. But unlike today, sa sitwasyon natin ngayon, with the help of the digital tools that we have, ayan, so parang andali na lang gumawa ng business kasi halos online na ang karamihan ng mga online businesses. Okay? Kasi 'di ba, iniiwasan natin yung magbabayad ng pwesto, magpapatayo ka ng pwesto, lahat-lahat po 'yan. Okay? And syempre, access to the internet yung kailangan mong pagtuunan dito kasi nga you are uh, taking the advantage of being online nowadays. Kaya nga sobrang karamihan ng kabataan ngayon naengganyo rin talaga mag-start ng businesses nila kasi hindi naman po masyadong mabigat yung kakailanganin nilang budget when it comes to starting their businesses online. Okay? So, ang kailangan lang kasi natin is that we have to study or plan kung meron ba tayong competition sa community. So, kung may competition man sa community, ano ba yung gagawin natin para naman maiba? 'Di ba? Para ikaw yung tangkilikin ng mga buyers. So, yun yung mga kailangan natin isipin. So, with an array of free tools, even putting up an online store can be done with very minimal or no fees at all. 'Di ba? Yun naman talaga ang advantage ng mga nangyayari na ngayon. Okay. So, ano nga ba? Ayan, may mga tanong dito. Ano nga ba yung mga opportunities that e-commerce has to offer for young people like you? Tignan nga natin kung may mga sagot dito. Ayan, so marami na. While waiting for the answers, ayan, sa mga gusto pong sumagot dito, ano nga ba yung mga opportunities that e-commerce has to offer for young people? So while waiting for the answers sa ating comment section, ayan, babatiin ko muna yung mga nanonood ngayon. Meron dito si Taika Benderfat from Tangub City Division, Misamis Occidental. Good morning po. Ayan. Si Alison Baroga watching from Ramon, Central Ramon District. Good morning. Si Mami Amore, good morning, watching from Heracleo Casco Memorial National Division of Davao Occidental. And we have also Ma'am Maria Teresa Laranjo Parial, good morning all from OSDS HRM OSDO Rizal. Okay po, good morning po sa inyong lahat. Ayan, so dito po sa tanong natin ngayon, what are the opportunities that e-commerce has to offer for young people like you? 'Di ba madami tayong opportunities, like you can help your family, kahit mga simpleng, for example gumawa ka ng business, simple business mo, and then nakapagbenta ka, and then yung napagbentahan mo puwedeng makatulong sa family. At least, 'di ba sa hirap ng panahon ngayon, ayan, kailangan natin mag-isip ng mga bagay-bagay para matulungan ng pamilya, 'di ba? So, maraming opportunities 'to, puwede mong yung sariling patience mo, ayan, kung para sa'yo ba ang entrepreneurship later, papatok ba itong business idea na nasa isip ko, lahat po 'yan, ayan. Okay, and, do you think you can personally take advantage of these opportunities that have already helped other teens in the past? Ang mga opportunities kasi sa panahon ngayon, most of the seminars and yung mga webinars or trainings na pwede natin kunin before pero kailangan natin magbayad ng sobrang mahal para lang maka-attend. Ngayon kasi nagiging libre na siya and it's very accessible to everyone na. Okay? So, sa mga webinars na free na binibigay ng mga experts ngayon when it comes to entrepreneurship, nagkakaroon tayo, nagiging aware tayo sa mga dapat nating i-prepare, dapat nating gawin, what are the do's and don'ts, ano ba yung mga pros and cons, lahat po yan naging advantage po ngayon. Okay? And, syempre, dahil available naman na 'to for free mostly, so pwede natin i-take advantage yung mga opportunities na 'to para at least mas matulungan tayo sa decision making po natin. Especially, very risky din naman po ang pagsisimula ng business, okay? Hindi rin naman po basta-basta na kailangan 'pag may gusto kang business, start mo na agad, hindi naman po. Marami po tayong kailangang alamin po muna at paghandaan before natin gawin 'tong mga business ventures natin. So how can you be more proactive in harnessing the potentials and possibilities of e-commerce even at a young age to also make it big someday? So, paano natin matutulungan yung mga students natin nowadays para at least ma-try nila yung tinatawag nating entrepreneurship? So, sa curriculum po ngayon ng senior high school, meron na po kasi silang subject na entrepreneurship. And siyempre, one of the exits po kasi ng senior high school ngayon, so at the end, kung for example, graduate po sila sa TVL or kahit na anong track po sila or strand, meron po silang subject na ganito wherein they can also start on their own, and dito pinag-uusapan po talaga yung mga kailangan nilang i-prepare kasi siyempre hindi din naman natin masasabi kung ano ang gusto ng mga estudyante natin after they graduate from senior high school. So, naging part na po ito ng curriculum po ngayon ng mga bata. Okay? Especially sa senior high school. Okay? And syempre, yung mga teachers na nagtuturo po dito sa business math, sa entrepreneurship, mas natutulungan po nila i-prepare yung mga kabataan ngayon para at least ma-strengthen yung kanilang potentials and possibilities of e-commerce. Especially, yun nga, very young age pa sila, pero at least dito kasi mapa-practice na nila kung para ba sa kanila yung entrepreneurship. Okay? And is it possible to involve your immediate family or community in order to grow an e-business? Yes na yes na yes. Kasi kung you start your venture very young, kailangan mo pong sabihin at involve yung family members mo diyan sa business ventures na gusto mong mangyari. So, hindi ko naman nilalahat. Ayan, meron siguro yung mga ibang families na depende kasi sa business ventures niyo, 'di ba? And depende rin sa family kasi kahit naman, for example, gusto mo ng ganito kung hindi pa kaya ng parents ninyo, so puwedeng hindi mag-materialize. Kaya nga po, um may mga programs ngayon ang government natin, yung tinatawag nating startup competitions. Like for example, you have the guts of doing your business pero wala kang budget. Walang budget ang family mo. So, meron tayong mga agencies na pwedeng tumulong sa'yo. You just have to be brave to pitch your ideas to them. Kasi pag nakita naman ng mga experts yan when it comes to the business potential, the marketing potential of your idea, so pwede nilang pondohan yung idea mo and at the same time, pwede ka pa nilang turuan kung paano mo mapapabuti yung sarili mo when it comes to doing your startups. Kaya nga very important din to connect with different agencies. May mga contest po tayo diyan wherein you can pitch your ideas. Okay? Ayan. So, do you think it's possible for people your age to create income-generating opportunities not only for yourselves but for the people around you as well? Yes. Okay? Yes na yes. And kung ako man ang magsa-suggest sa mga kabataan ngayon, kung gagawa po kayo ng startup, it's better to start na magkaroon po kayo ng startup na meron din pong social impact. Kasi kapag may social impact yan, hindi lang po ninyo tinutulungan yung sarili nyo, yung family nyo, but also your community. Okay? So, mas magandang startup kasi yung mga sustainability. Ayan. And syempre, yung may maitutulong ka rin sa community. Although, syempre, kahit naman sino, gusto naman po talagang maging successful, yumaman. But at the same time, we still have to give back to our community. Okay? Ayan. So, nakita naman na po natin yung difference kanina ng e-commerce at saka yung digital entrepreneurship. So, from e-commerce, it's mainly for buying and selling certain products and services in exchange only for currency in another product or services. But for digital entrepreneurship kasi, this is the ability to use the different digital medias that we have, the technologies to solve global challenges or to create new opportunities for others. So, yun po kasi yung difference ni digital entrepreneurship kay e-commerce. And digital entrepreneurship empowers kids and teens like you. Marami na rin po tayong mga tawag nito, mga kilala. Kung hindi man kilala, marami na rin pong nag-start po ng kanilang business ventures at their young age. And they engage in business and commerce at a very young age. Okay? Just, yun nga, ang advice ko po sa karamihan ng mga teenagers ngayon, you just have to be brave enough to pitch your idea to everyone. Kasi, kung for example, marami man hindi nakikinig sa iyo ngayon and then you are open to opportunities, open to risk, lahat ng 'yan maririnig din po nila kung ano po yung gusto mong mangyari, okay? Ayan. So, siyempre 'pag sa e-commerce, marami po tayong mga risks and pitfalls po dito na kailangan tignan po natin. So, gaya ng sabi ko, still, there are risks that have to be avoided in engaging in e-commerce. So some of this includes the online sales fraud, yung phishing natin, and syempre yung identity theft. So it is more important for young people to be taught these different types of internet scams. Kasi para alam nila independently and promptly recognize the warning signs that are essential to maintaining personal digital security and safety. Lalo na bata sila, baka mamaya hindi nila alam na scam na pala yung mga pinapasok nila and so on. Okay? So be careful in engaging in e-commerce because it actually comes with certain risks. So una nga po dyan yung online sales fraud. Ang online sales fraud po kasi, ayan, yan yung tinatawag nating fake websites or online shops. So tignan po natin ng mabuti yan. Yung mga online scams, may mga false product advertising, wherein nakaka-relate tayo kasi kung for example, tayo nga na medyo adult na ng konti, na-scam din tayo. Kasi, yung mga na ma-market kasi, 'di ba? Akala din natin totoo. Okay? So ano ba yung mga tinitignan po natin para maiwasan tong mga online sales fraud? You have to check, iba sa mga online commerce platforms natin ngayon, meron pong reviews on a particular shop. You have to check kung maganda ba ang reviews ng shop na to. Okay ba mag-reply to? Okay ba yung mga binibenta nito? Yun po yung mga kailangan yung tignan. You have also to check the site whether yung mga binivisit yung site is valid or not. Okay? Alam ko maraming false product advertising dito. So, minsan basa-basa din po tayo pag may time. Kasi minsan sa sobrang pagmamadali natin, hindi natin binabasa kung ano ba yung mga ino-order natin. Basta kapag sale, ayan, check out agad. Okay? And then, yung mga unsafe face-to-face meetups, be careful also kasi syempre, if we do e-commerce, meron din yung pagkakataon that you do also face-to-face meetups. So be careful, wag po tayo makipag-meet sa mga lugar na kayo-kayo lang. Okay? So make sure also that you ask the permission of your parents kung lalabas kayo, sino ba yung imi-meet nyo and so on, para at least alam niya yung mga whereabouts po ninyo. Okay? And we have also another risk, yung tinatawag nating phishing. So, phishing naman, it gets your personal or financial information. So, mostly sa atin, syempre gusto natin yung mga free internet dyan, free wifi dyan. If you do transactions like for example, money matters po yan, please do not use free Wi-Fis po na pwedeng gamitin in a particular area. Kasi hindi natin alam, pwedeng mga clone internet lang po yan or servers yan wherein they just get your personal or financial information. Pag nakuha nila, na-hack na yung account mo, di wala na yung pera mo. So, it's better kung for example, you have your transactions, especially may mga money matters po yan, you just have to use your own mobile data. Okay? And be vigilant. Ayan, tingnan din po natin kung tama ba yung mga bine-visit natin. Wag din po tayong click ng kung ano-ano. Okay? Kasi kung sa tingin niyo ni-redirect ka na sa ibang site, so magtaka ka na. Bakit ako nire-redirect? Tama ba tong site na pinasok ko? Yun, sipin nyo na po yun. And then, check whether, yun nga, may mga fake bank websites po tayo wherein gayang-gaya nga po niya yung itsura ng website. So, you have to check the URL whether it's correct or not. And then, may mga fake promotions. Wag po tayong kakagat sa mga fake promotions na yan na once you buy this, you got 100% discount. May mga ganon. Siyempre, kahit naman sino gusto ng discount, pero To see is to believe. Tingnan nyo po muna, di ba? And then, we have also identity theft. Yes. Ayan. So, eto naman, yung identity theft naman natin. So, using your identity for their personal gain. Okay? Ayan. So, identity theft, using your identity for personal gain. So, marami po sa panahon ngayon ang nadadali po dito sa identity theft kasi marami pong pwedeng gawin yung mga hackers eh. Pwede nila, they can just get your picture, create your account na yun nga ang gagamitin ng mga manluloko para at least makapanloko ng ibang tao. So once nakuha yung identity mo, kaya nga po ina-advise po namin yung mga viewers namin to take care of the informations you shared online. So wag po tayong mag-overshare. Kasi kapag nag-overshare po tayo, di parang open book na po yung buhay ninyo. Alam na ng tao kung ano na yung mga pinaggagawa nyo, ano yung information na meron sa inyo, and then pwede nilang gamitin yan for their personal gains. Like for example, unauthorized purchase on your credit card. Pwede pong mangyari yan. Opening a new account in your name. Yes. Taking out a loan in your name and carrying out illegal activities. So be very careful on sharing personal informations on your social media platforms. Okay? So yan po yung mga risks. Ayan. So be careful in engaging in e-commerce kasi alam naman natin kung ano naman po yung effect natin kapag for example, na-scam tayo, 'di ba? Na-stress tayo kasi lalo na kapag malaki din yung ininvest mo. Sobrang stress at it will affect your health, it will affect your mental health, okay? Your family. Ayan, hindi na po tayo nakakapag-isip ng maayos pag stress tayo. So you have to know how to protect yourself. So this is adopted from the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission noong 2016. So always remember to be true. Ano nga ba yung tinatawag nating true? Letter T, you have to tighten your personal security. Gaya ng sabi po namin sa lahat ng mga topics po natin dito, so baka pwede tayong gumamit ng two-way authenticator sa mga accounts po natin wherein meron ka na ngang strong password and then gagamit pa kayo ng another way to authenticate para masabing kayo yon, 'di ba? Pero kayo lang nakakaalam nung code na yon para at least hindi basta-bastang nahahack yung account ninyo. And then, letter R, you have to research the background of buyers and sellers. Siyempre, common sense po yan kung tayo yung bibili, 'di ba? Kailangan po natin tignan whether yun nga yung reviews ng seller, okay ba siya or hindi. Letter U, you have to update your knowledge of digital security and of course, your antivirus and malware. So that's a very essential pagdating sa panahon ngayon. Siyempre, kung ginagawa mo tong mga to, then masasabi nating safe po tayo. Then letter E, evaluate online retail sites and shops even before you buy. Yes, kailangan po talaga natin tignan po to whether this is legit site or not. Para iwas po tayo sa risk na pwede po nating makuha in engaging in e-commerce. Okay? So, ayan. Good morning po kay Ma'am Maria Teresa, Ma'am Divine, morning po. Watching from Dr. Ramon De Santos, National High School SDO Nueva Ecija, and then from Jeselinda Rola from Cagayan de Oro National High School, Senior High School. So I hope you learned from my topic today para po sa mga learning sessions din po ninyo sa school po ninyo. And meron din po tayo kung kung kanina, yung true, meron din po tayong tinatawag na no phishing. Okay, ano bang ibig sabihin ng no phishing? Letter N, no to sharing of accounts and passcodes online. Please, kahit po siguro mahal na mahal niyo po yung taong yan. Okay? Kung for example naman, hindi pa naman kayo kahit nga minsan mag-asawa, hindi pa nagshi-share ng accounts and passcodes kasi still we have to respect each other's privacy, 'di ba? Pero kung alam naman natin, mapagkakatiwalaan natin at talagang family member natin 'yan, puwede po ninyong i-share, just keep it on your own, okay? And then, omit answering questions that give away personal information. So, ito rin po yung lagi po naming sinasabi sa karamihan at saka sa lahat na be careful also in answering mga Google Forms or different forms na kumakalat online. Pag alam naman po natin hindi dapat ito fini-fill upan kasi hindi naman 'to yung binigay ng school ninyo or whatsoever, please omit answering those questions. Kasi puwedeng pinakalat lang yung form na 'yan to get the informations na gusto nilang makuha sa inyo. So, be careful on filling up those questions. And then letter P, you have to perform complex password revisions regularly. Kung hindi man regularly, ayan, make sure na hindi naman sobrang haba, pero at least yung tipong kayo lang ang nakakaalam ng mga passwords po ninyo. And if you think it's been compromised already, then kailangan palit na po kayo agad ng passwords. Kasi alam naman natin, sign of aging po yan. Okay, sign of aging natin. Minsan gusto natin gamitin na lang yung nag-iisang password natin sa lahat ng mga accounts po natin. So, nakaka-relate din ako dyan kasi ganun din ako. Alright. And handle, letter H, handle perceived scams with seriousness and utmost care. So, yun po yung mga kailangan natin tignan. Okay? And then, inform the proper authorities as soon as possible if you think you have been a victim of phishing or identity theft. So, kapag hindi po kasi tayo nagre-report, wala pong mangyayari. Okay? So, kapag sa tingin nyo, victim na po kayo ng phishing and identity theft, then you have to report it to the proper authorities. And then, letter S, you have to secure all your devices with password protection. It's very important kasi hindi natin alam, iniwan mo yung gadget mo diyan, walang password. Kahit siguro friend mo puwede niyang tignan 'yan. O hindi natin alam, sila din pala yung mga puwedeng makasira din po sa inyo. Okay? So it's better, you still have to secure all your devices with password protection. And then, another H, hold on dearly to your bank and credit card personal identification numbers. Please lang, kahit nga sobrang mahal mo na yung taong yan. Wag mo pa ring i-share yung mga PIN numbers ng bank accounts mo. Ayan. Siyempre, depende naman talaga kung asawa mo naman yan, di ba? So, pwede naman. Pero kung hindi naman sinabi sa'yo ng asawa, then you have to respect that. Okay? Then letter I, ignore any request of money transfer from you or to you by people who say they are in trouble. Maraming kumakalat na ganito. Sinasabi nila sa message, magpadala ka ng ganito, nadisgrasya si ganito, ganyan. Kayo naman, kung hindi nyo po alam, nag-send naman po kayo ng pera. Hindi nyo po alam, scam pala yun. Okay? Excuse me. So, kapag ganun po, dapat alamin nyo muna, tawagan nyo muna yung other family members ninyo whether the information is true or not. Pero marami pa rin kasing nahuhulog dito kasi syempre, sa sobrang kaba na rin nila, padala naman po sila ng pera dun sa nag-message po sa kanila. And then, letter N, never open the dubious 3Ps, pop-ups, prizes, and posers emails. Madami pong ganyan sa social media platforms natin. Yung sinasabing nanalo ka ng 1 million pesos, ayan, i-click mo tong site na to para ma-claim yung prize mo. So please, 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 do not or never open those pop-ups, prizes, and posers emails. And then letter G, gather back your stolen identity as quickly as you can. Kapag sa tingin nyo na-compromise na yung account mo, okay? So you have to gather yourself para at least ayusin kung ano man yung nasira. You have to inform everyone na hindi ikaw yon. Kasi syempre, pag hindi mo inayos yan, ganun ang magiging notion na sa'yo. So you have to gather back your stolen identity as quickly as you can. Pag sa tingin mo na scam ka, may gumamit ng identity mo to do other things, then you have to act quickly on that. Okay? So, yan yung no phishing natin. And then, ito po yung tinatawag nating 8 digital life skills para po sa mga kabataan ngayon. Okay? So, kailangan po itong life skills na to para po ma-prepare tayo sa mga bagay-bagay, especially at online po tayo. Yan nga yung privacy management, critical thinking. You have also to check your digital footprints. Ito sinasabi po namin sa mga estudyante po namin, sa media and information literacy classes namin, and even in empowerment technologies, that kailangan maganda yung mga digital footprints na ginagawa po nila sa kanilang social media platforms. Kasi sa panahon po ngayon, hindi na po uso yung face-to-face na bina-background investigation ka. So they can just check your social media accounts. Pwede nilang i-evaluate na yung mga social media platforms po ninyo kung anong klaseng tao ka nga ba. Okay? So you have to set your D-Day. Pag sinabi nating D-Day, delete day, wherein i-delete nyo po yung mga bagay-bagay na hindi naman maganda. Okay? Hindi naman maganda. Na tawag nito? Hindi naman po magandang i-share online kasi syempre, yun nga, it will also affect your future later kapag nakita nilang, ay, mapagmura pala tong batang to, ganito pala siya on his social media, 'di ba? So, kailangan po maintindihan po natin na ang mga digital footprints po natin sa panahon ngayon is very important also. Okay, yung digital empathy, yes, lahat din po ng mga estudyante namin sinasabihan namin na kapag may mga na-encounter silang mga ganito, ganyan, like for example, may nakita silang may nangyari sa mga classmates nila or mga kakilala nila, always be empathetic towards one's own and others' needs and feelings online. Kasi hindi natin alam kung ano ang pinagdadaanan ng mga taong yan. Okay? And then yung cybersecurity management, kaya nga po meron po itong special program po ng ETUlay po natin on Pinoy Cybertalks para po ma-share namin yung mga kailangan nyo pong malaman when it comes to cybersecurity and cybersafety. Yan, yung cyberbullying management din po natin, wherein natapos na po natin yung topic natin dito sa cyberbullying. So ano ba dapat yung mga dapat gawin pag nangyari po or naging victim po tayo ng cyberbullying. And then, as parents and teachers, we have also to be aware of the different screen time ng different ages that yun nga, nakakasalamuhan natin ngayon or yung mga tinuturuan natin ngayon. Okay? You have to manage that para at least maiwasan po natin yung tinatawag nating internet addiction. And then, your digital citizen identity. So, at the end of this session or at the end of this program po natin sa Pinoy Cybertalks, at least magiging aware po tayo na dapat maging responsible digital citizen po tayo. by understanding the different topics that we are sharing nowadays. Okay? So, yan po yung 8 digital life skills po na kailangan po natin malaman. Okay? Ayan. So, ito naman ang gusto kong i-share sa mga kabataan na nanonood po ngayong araw na to. Gawa po tayo ng vision board natin or kahit dyan sa kwarto nyo na lang, make a teenpreneurship vision board. Kasi 'di ba, pag may gusto kasi tayong goal, gusto kasi natin na, yan, eto, gawan mo, sulat mo, eto ang magiging goal ko ngayong araw na 'to. Eto ang magiging vision ko. Gusto ko magkaroon ng maraming pera, maging successful, may bahay at lupa, ayan, makapag-travel, magkaroon ng magarang kotse, ayan, lahat-lahat. Ilagay niyo po sa inyong vision board kung ano po yung mga gusto niyo maging goal pagdating ng araw. Kasi 'di ba, 'pag nakikita niyo po kasi yung goal na 'yan, meron kasi yung magbo-boost sa inyo na, ayan, kailangan makamit ko 'to balang araw at ano dapat yung gagawin mo, 'di ba? So, eto yung challenge ko sa mga nanonood po ngayon. You make a teenpreneurship vision board. Ano ba yung mga gusto niyong makamit balang araw? Ano ba yung mga gusto niyong makuha balang araw? Yun yung mga kailangan niyong ilagay diyan sa vision board po natin. And then, you have to share one idea that you bought or learned. Ayan, para po sa exit ticket po natin this morning. Ayan, share po kayo ng isang idea that you bought or learned from my topic this morning. And then, for the sell, you have to share a digital security measure that you commit to selling to someone else outside the class or this session. And then, yun nga, i-exchange po natin yung ideas. You can share it to your family members or to your class. Yan. Alright. So, with that, ayan, inuulit ko po yung ETUlay feedback form po namin kung kumusta po ang mga sessions po namin sa inyo. And at the same time, you can also scan the code na nandito po sa screen. Ayan. So, feedback na lang po yung mga gusto pa po ninyong mga topics na gusto po ninyong pag-usapan natin sa ating program na sa tingin ninyo makakatulong po sa mga classes ninyo or sa inyo as parents and as teachers. Okay? And so with our young adults sa panahon po ngayon. Okay? So, ayan. Syempre, to sum it up, before po ako mag-end, syempre, ang mga napag-usapan natin dito, para at least mabigyan ko lang po kayo ng summary kung ano yung napag-usapan ngayong araw na to. So, it's important to elicit the following key learning points na napag-usapan natin kanina. And if time allows, you have to encourage them to elaborate further their ideas. Yan. And napag-usapan din po dito yung tinatawag nating digital entrepreneurship. So this is a step higher than e-commerce as the former emphasizes the need for creating an online business venture with a social impact, while the latter may simply refer to buying and selling online for personal growth. That's the difference between e-commerce and the digital entrepreneurship or yung teenpreneurship natin. Although alam natin that an online business can empower the young adult in the digital age, so it is in digital entrepreneurship that opportunities are created for the sake of others. Yan. And then digital citizenship or digital entrepreneurship offers a variety of opportunities to enterprising children and young adults. So, eto, dapat lang po tayo maging consistent with the empowering nature of digital entrepreneurship. para po mag-open ng chances for larger community to create and innovate and make money for persons other than the self. Okay? And engaging in e-commerce comes with certain risks. Ano ba yung mga risks na napag-usapan natin kanina? Yung mga internet scams. Dapat maging aware po tayo sa mga internet scams na yan. Like for example, yung online sales fraud, phishing, and the identity theft. And there are concrete ways and means to prevent and reduce and manage those risks that comes with engaging in e-commerce. Okay? Syempre, kailangan po natin yung mga actions natin that can be taken to protect oneself from such behavioral strategies. So, napag-usapan natin kanina yung mnemonics natin na true at saka yung no phishing. Okay? And then, children and young adults have the right not only to be protected from the risks of e-commerce, but they also have the same right to portray a proactive role in empowering themselves through digital entrepreneurship. Yan. So, with that, maraming salamat po sa lahat ng tumutok po ngayon sa aming session sa Pinoy Cybertalks. Ayan. So for comments and suggestions, you may email us at edtech@deped.gov.ph. So kita-kits po tayo sa susunod na Miyerkules kasama si Tutor Glens at saka si Tutor RC. So lagi po naming sinasabi pag nag-end po kami ng session, be responsible and be safe. Paalam!
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo yung tutorial session kasamang yung mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag #ETUlayLevelUp. Huwag aalis ha dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!